Hmm. All right. I'm gonna get some things set up while I'm waiting for everybody to file in. I had a good number of people respond saying they want me to draw their original characters. So yeah, let me see. Get some things around here. All right. Yeah, that looks good for now. The this. All right. Those little bars on the side are annoying. Take care of that. That there. That there. All right. All right. We got 3 people in now. So while I got people here, I've already got everybody who responded's OCs are in a folder. It's like I had a good 7 people respond. That's not a whole heck of a lot, but when you think about trying to do like 7 individual drawings, that's definitely gonna fill my time. All right, let me see what I can do here. I'm probably going to start with if people's OCs look more like XJ9, because I'm very familiar drawing that character. Alright, 3 viewers. Still waiting for people to file in. I'd like to get 10 people in. Someone else drop their OC. Alright. I just sent everybody in. Hey, there's speed run. Well, okay, well now I know speed's here. There we go. There's everybody starting to come in on the chat. 4 viewers. Alright, let's get ahead and start with the first person. Alright. Window. Reference. Boop. So, well, I do want to start with people's OCs that look more like Jenny, since I already know how to draw Jenny pretty darn well. Alright, let's see. Which ones look the most like Jenny? Josh's, or Arthur's OC, Josh, looks a lot like Jenny. So his might be the first one. Alright. Here we go. Boop. Alright, he's kind of looks like a soccer player to me. I don't know if anybody else got that vibe, but he definitely looks like somebody who plays soccer. So if I can't find so I think I'm gonna draw him playing soccer. That just seems to be, that'll work really well with that character. Alright, let's find a good pose. And we can get started. Alright, change my brush to the pencil. Alright, I'm not going to do any super refined drawings. If you want a refined version of these drawings I do, I'm more than happy to do that for some sort of, I mean, if you paid me like $5, I might do it, but like I'll try to get these drawings to look as refined as possible, but I'm not going to have time to be able to make every single one its own like complete drawing with shading and all that. I want to at least put in the line work. Alright, so there's a line of action pointing to the ball, right? Some of these references I'm finding are not super good. It's kind of like that almost. Shoulders are going up to the one side and the other way. Yeah, I put the wrong foot on. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on chat. If you guys have any questions about My Life as a Teenage Robot Reanimated, I can try to answer them now while I am drawing. So yeah, I'm drawing, keep an eye on chat. His favorite is for his soccer. Awesome, cool. Got that right. Oh, come on. Trying to push that out. Here. Mario Kart Wii. Those were the times. Those were the stinking times. I remember playing a lot of that. One picture. This one stinking picture I have is really weird looking. Find a better reference, maybe. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, there we go. It's weird because sometimes you'll find a picture on the internet and it looks like a good reference, but then, well, I just noticed the one I was looking at was photoshopped, and I'm like, well, this guy's actually making this pose, but he's not actually shooting at a soccer ball. Maybe I could show you the stinking pose, but I don't know. It's hard to find good photo references. That's why I like to. I mean, I remember I spent a lot of my own in my classes. We would actually just go out and observe people actually doing these things, because if you're just looking at a photograph, it's not always going to be super clear what you're looking at. I think you'd think that it would be a lot easier to find a very good image. You'd think it'd be easy to just find soccer pose and you have a clear shot of somebody actually shooting. All right. It's kind of like, there we go. Follow the reference. Exactly. So I have a reference, the guy's looking one way, his body's facing the other way, so. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to shrink this down so I can fit it. Oh, silly me. Alright. So, that's like that. That's like that. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Alright, now I can kind of look at chat now that I know what I'm doing. Obvious question, but what's actually My Life as a Teenage Robot Reanimated? Jenny Wakeman asks. Alright, Jenny. Always nice to have a celebrity in the crowd, by the way. Well, My Life as a Teenage Robot Reanimated is a project containing, at this point we have nearly 100 animators. We're all taking one shot from the first episode of My Life as a Teenage Robot. So each artist takes one shot and tries to recreate that shot in their own style. And then what you wind up with is a completely animated episode of the show that is every few seconds changing style, and you get a unique feel to the entire episode. It's really cool. If you haven't seen anything like it, I would check out the Moon Animate Makeup collaboration. It's funny and fun and really interesting to see how all these different styles work together to recreate something that's from a beloved franchise. All right. I think I have some of the basic stuff down. I have all my basic geometry laid out. Want to push my pose a little more, as you can see here. Coming a little close, so if I actually fill it in like that, my silhouette is kind of bumping into itself. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pull this out more and pull this leg in a little bit more when I go through and actually go through a second pass on this sketch. Alright. Speed, I do already have your OC ref. I am going to... Yes, Speed, I do have your ref. It's another folder. I want to start doing with... I started off with Archer's because his character looks more like SJ9. I know I'm going to be able to recreate that character. It's going to be easier for me to warm up doing that, because if I just started right off the bat with your character, I feel like I'd mess him up. I'm definitely going to mess up Archer's a little bit, but his is going to definitely look better as a first than anyone else's, because I already basically know how to draw his OC. Alright. So yeah, there we go. That's basically what he's going to look like. Let me go ahead, and I don't know if I'm going to do anything more than a simple refined sketch on him, because I want to be able to get to everybody's OC. If I can get to everybody's OC by midnight, then I think I might go ahead and pick one to finalize. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to leave the thigh the way I have it set up already, but I'm going to take this calf and pull it back a little bit further. And then I can get like the sock pattern in too. He's wearing socks, he's wearing shoes. Alright. And the socks come up now. Like I said, I want to pull this arm out a little bit more. All right. I'm going to change this to a fist, because that's what my reference has, is a fist, but also the fist makes it look a little bit more dynamic, like he's more engaged in the pose. I can already tell my brush is a bit wide. I've committed though to this brush width. Here's the soccer ball. I'm going to move that down more towards the ground plane. Whoop. Not going to look like a soccer ball for real though. But it's going to be close enough, people won't care, hopefully. Close enough, that's the my motto in life. Alright, I'm going to look at the chat now. Yeah, thanks, Fez. Thank you. That's why you always want to use a reference. References can be extremely helpful. I mean, I've been drawing for years and years, but and I like to wing it sometimes. I like to see how I can do without going with a reference, but I feel like simply having looked at the pose I wanted to do helped out a lot, despite the fact that I feel like I have a pretty good going knowledge of pose and anatomy, especially for drawing simple cartoon characters, but you know, at a certain point, you're not going to learn everything in life, so you have to use references. I like these little designs on the outfit. These little, the trim. I don't know what other word to call it. But these little accents. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Little accents on his uniform. They're really fun to draw. I'm not really good at putting like details like that into characters' drawings. I like having a jumping off point using somebody else's character to do that basically for me. And now, there's that. Oop. All right, and now all I have to do is, oh, his hands are looking a little bit big. So I like about digital over traditional. I can just, if I notice my proportions are off, I can cheat like that. All right, and now to go to the face, and then I'll be done with this one. I'll be able to move on to the next one. I know I said I was going to do speeds first because he was the first guy here, but I want to do it right. So I'm going to do speeds next. looks a little bit weird. Alright, let's do this. A little bit. It's just a slight bulge where... Mouth shapes are weird for me too. Sometimes you have to draw them a couple different ways to get them right. Besides, we all make weird faces when we're doing sports. Alright. And I'm going to kind of color in the hair here. Why not make it green? His hair is supposed to be green, so I'll just do some light coloring in here. Oh, I'm going to color underneath, on a layer underneath. I'm going to go crazy with color, because I want to be able to get to everybody's. I want to at least show that there was an effort. Because I have something cool to share. Yeah. Ideally, I could just basically do everybody's. I would love to be able to have all the free time where I could just do nice, fully shaded, fully colored drawings of everyone's OC, but that's not how it goes sometimes. Especially when you got 2 kids. Using the pencil to color is weird because you have to do it basically all in one go. Otherwise, so that was all with one stroke. Because if you have to go over again, it darkens it. So you have to be careful. Speaking of which, the socks need to be darker. So I can go over those again. All right, there's that. And his hair could be darker if I want it to be, but eh. All right, and his shoes finishing up. That. And there's that. I think that looks pretty darn good. Alright, I'm going to screenshot this and send it to Artur. Do with it what he wishes. Dang it. Now where'd it go? Here we go. Alright, sent it to him. And onto speed. Oops. Boop. Now I have a reference for speed. And I don't know what pose I'm going to do you in. I'm definitely going to follow the simplistic design version. They're both pretty simple looking, but I like the way the simple design has a lot of appeal. All right. Start out with the rough and turning offer off. let me look at the chat and see if there's anything I missed. Rye Guy, I see some more refs. When I go ahead and start on yours, I'll make sure I'm looking at all of them. Alright. We are on speed. Speeds. As in, not as in the drug, mind you. So I'm going to make sure that my pencil brush is a little bit more. Something's wrong with this whole thing. Alright. Notice, see that? It's like coming up like an octagon. Yeah. Whatever is up with Fire Alpaca. I don't get this problem with other drawing apps. Maybe I'll switch to Krita. Not as familiar with Krita, though. I'll stick with this one. I didn't notice it until now, so it should be okay. Alright, so Speed's characters, like, got... Okay. I'm already running into it. Kind of have this idea, like this cool pose where he's touching the ground, like he's just come to a stop. Is he wearing a scarf? It does look like a scarf. Alright. He's acupuncture wearing a bandana. So it's a bandana. Okay, cool. Now let's keep it as a bandana then. Scarf would be cool. I like scarves, but Okay. I think that I'll finish it up. So that's that. It's the hair from behind. All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right, now I can go with refined line work. Let's refine this sketch. I like this character. He's very simple and a lot of fun to work with because the basic shapes let you I can really play more with pose without worrying about, oh, do I have the proportions of his battle suit correct, and it's all this, that, and the other, right? It's just, I can just go. Especially, I do especially like this simple design for that reason. Whoop, whoop. This is a really good character to play with. And you can feel, and this hoodie is a really nice prop, too. A nice little outfit, since it's nice and baggy. You can play more with the... Well, speaking of which, I need to make his bandana kind of go with the wind more, too. But because it's baggy, you can play with the the speed element. You can play with that momentum and give more of a sense of how fast he's going, especially for a character named Speed. That's good to have a prop like that. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's a really good insight. All right, now I'm going to go in with some basic color here. Yeah, like I said, you have to do this all in one run. If you don't, then you mess it up. I want to do it underneath. Gosh dang. I'll get it right one of these days. Silenced Sparrow. If you want me to draw with color, then yeah, but I mean, if I don't have a color reference, I can kind of try it on my own. I want to be able to try to get to everybody's, and if not everybody has a color reference, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I'll still try my best. If you just told me what the colors were, that would work too, because then I think I could follow that kind of direction pretty easily. All right, and then blue, kind of like this color scheme. Red and blue is pretty classic stuff. This hoodie's supposed to be a little bit darker. And we go. Speed's head kind of reminds me of a basketball for some reason. Alright, and this. Make that smaller so I can actually get in there. The tip of the hair. And let me see if I can't get that little lattice effect going on here. All right. And same thing for his hair. All right. There we go. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. And screen cap it and send it off to speed. All right. I think that one looks pretty good. See, I think I was definitely good to warm up. Help me out a little bit. All right, speed's done. Who's next? Who's still here? We got 6 viewers. Rye Guy's here. I forget which one yours was. I don't think I saved your refs. Here. Yeah, this guy's pretty complicated. Alright, but this turnaround is perfect. I'm going to be able to get everything I need from that. Alright. Alrighty. There's that. Let me go back here, look at the chat. Alright, cool. Hey, Rant's here. I don't think you sent me an OC to draw. No, I didn't see you here. I mean, you're a good enough artist on your own. I feel like you can probably draw your own OC better than I could. Alright, let me get started. All right. Complicated. Very complex character. I'm probably going to... I'm probably going to simplify some of his features a little bit just because I'm definitely not going to be able to get to the whole, like every little detail. I feel like if I try to get everything, I'm still going to miss something. So I want to get at everything. Not sure what you should be doing. Sonic Ranticoot says he just came for the stream. Well, it's good to have you It's good to have you, Rant. Or appreciate you coming on my stream because I really like your artwork and just makes me feel good that you wanted to stop by and see something I could do. All right, let me see. What is this guy's deal? I'm trying to figure out what I should, in what environment. All right, I think I know what I want to do. This is going to make things more complicated. Okay. I'm going to look through here. Hey, there's a kind of pose I was looking for. I'll tuck this reference off to the side. Come on, come back. All right. Alright, I just kind of imagine this guy riding a motorcycle. So that's what I'm going to do now. It's kind of like got that cool little pose, motorcycle guys do when they stop. It was like, hey. He's going to have he's like leaning back like that and his legs sticking out. What do his boots look like? Yeah, there we go. Looks a little messy, but gets the job done. Probably actually take this stuff, move it down a little bit. There we go. This should even move. Not thinking, because I should have probably drawn the handlebars first. Because this, I want the wheel to be facing this direction. So that means like handlebars would be coming out like this. And so if his arm is over here like that, then his one arm, so if you're turning like that, and you're turning, you know, right, you have your left arm would be fully extended. And his other arm would be the one that's bent in like that. So I'm going to modify that. And then the way his fist is facing isn't correct. His fist is facing to the camera or to the viewer. So his fist should be facing like this direction. And so you'd be able to see this little part of his palm where his pinky's tucked in. All right. All right. Well, I've spent a long time on this one. Have a gun or something? That's a good idea. Sorry, it's hard to draw and look at the chat, so I'm sorry if I'm not. I mean, as I do more of these streams, I'll get better. It's a little bit big. Yeah, I use this stinking transform tool. It's a big crutch on my part, but hey. Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta cheat sometimes. All right. Nah, I'm not gonna give it a drum barrel. Let's just give it a banana clip. Banana clips. All right. That looks good to me. Maybe have this come out a little more. Give it a little sights. Yeah, that's pretty darn cool in my opinion. All right. Been a little bit. I put more detail on the gun than the rest of the stinking bike or anything. All right. I'm gonna do one more pass of detail. I'm not gonna be able to go through and do color, unfortunately, because again, this character is very complex. I wish I could go and do more. Oh, he also has this cool like stuff coming out the back. Forgot to put that on. Be mindful of the angle it's coming out at too. Looks like he has like a missile launcher on his back. And like a comm. Or is this a stock to a rifle that he's got on his back? Alright. Alright, that'll do it for now. Okay. I'm gonna make my brush a little bit smaller so I'm not. I like this little skirt he has on. Makes me think he's like it's a kind of a cool like 80s sci-fi barbarian thing going on. The thing I would say design-wise about this character that I would change is, besides making him more simpler, because I'm a cartoon guy, so he does need to have a certain level of detail to exist as a in this kind of style. So I wouldn't necessarily make him a lot simpler, but he is very colorful. So you've got a lot of blues and reds and greens and everything. I would pick one color, so like you have a primary color and a secondary color, kind of like in like Halo 3's armor customization. You just basically you only get to pick your character's basically 3 different colors, and that's it. And it kind of helps to keep the character have a more cohesive design throughout, to simply have though just a small ensemble of color. But otherwise, I think he's a really cool looking guy. Definitely reminds me of like a kind of 80s barbarian, sci-fi barbarian, in like an old cartoon or something. I forget what the name of that one cartoon I'm thinking of is. But there was a couple precursors to He-Man that were pretty cool. All right. And color that in a little bit. This is his leg. His other leg would be going down that way. Over the. I really like this skirt. All right, and dang, I'm gonna be able to get. I'm having difficulty here because I'm not. I feel like if I was using a different program, but the stabilization in this program just sucks. all my lines are looking wobbly. I had that problem. I didn't know. I wasn't thinking it was a program. That was just me. But I'm just like, I'm trying to draw like a straight line. It's just like wobbling all over the place. And to make a machine, you have to look. You have your lines have to be very clean. If your lines aren't clean when you're drawing like a leaf or something, that's like understandable. It's not that it kind of goes under people's radar. But this, if you're drawing a machine or something, then you really have to make sure your line quality is nice and crisp, because it just you really lose that illusion. Look at this. I don't know what I'm doing here. Whoop. Yeah, I'm not going to beat myself up with this. Again, if I was trying to do a commission or something, I'd probably pull this into another program, or I'd use a circle tool or something. That way I know these would look really nice and crisp. And another thing is, I think that a lot of times when people are drawing, they focus way too much on these little details. When you look at the drawing as a whole, and sometimes these little quirks, they just fade away in this scheme of the larger composition. All right. All right. There's that. There's that. That. Whoop. Okay. Then the back of the motorcycle comes back like that. And there's the rear wheel. Color in the black part of these tires. I need to put my glove on. I'm drawing on a tablet. Your hands tend to stick to the screen, so you want to have a nice little. You can get either wear like fingerless gloves. You can get them at Dollar Tree, or I like to wear this fancy glove I got on Amazon.com. It was like a silly thing. Yeah, I'm using Fire Alpaca. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the chat. I got 6 viewers still. Pretty cool to have you guys on. Thanks to you guys for sticking around. All right, I'm almost done with the line work, and then I want to get somebody else's. I do want to get Fez because he's still faithfully waiting for his. All right. These very Mega Man looking arms here. All right, and then this. It's kind of like little insignia crest going on here. Alright, and then we do that, 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 that. Just like that. Alright, that. Am I almost done? I believe I am. Just gotta get the kind of like backpack thing going on here. This helmet. I like this helmet. It makes me think a lot of. I do a lot of like Halo commissions from time to time, and reminds me a lot of Halo, the cool armor customization you can do in that game. Alright, and then the rocket. Yeah, there we go. It's like a rocket propelled grenade, like kind of looks more like everybody thinks of a rocket, like a toy rocket, like you get like a model rocket you can blast up in the air. It looks like this, but like a rocket propelled grenade, something like this. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but that's basically what you're looking at when you get a rocket propelled grenade, this right here. I'm going to try to mimic that up here, while trying to stay true to your original form. And this looks like the butt of a rifle, I think, again. So on this other part right here. I'm just going to have that going down like that. Boom. There we go. that's that. Give him a little bit more form, dimension. Wish I could make this look a little bit better, but it would take time to rework. Yeah, his chest looks a little tiny compared to the rest of his body. But I spent long enough on this as it is. Sorry I couldn't make it look any better. I do like this character. A little bit of the original sketch so you can have some dimension to go along with that. And then I will send you a screen cap of this. Boom. There you are. All right. Fez has been patiently waiting. Fenton has been here too, waiting. I think I'm going to go with Fez. This character is a little simpler. That'd be a nice cool down. All right, Fez. You sent me a reference. Here we are. I think I already know what I'm going to do for Fez. My reference. All right. There we go. All right. I draw eyes right? There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I'm doing here. I was thinking he would be wearing a bow tie because he's wearing a fez, and I used to think of the 11th Doctor. And bow ties are cool as well as fezzes, according to him. He's showing off his bow tie now. I had a discussion about bow ties with someone yesterday. I love wearing bow ties. I always get the attention of manic pixie dream girls and femboys when I wear bow ties. Is femboy a slur now? I don't know I don't know what woke Twitter thinks is a slur right now. But if it's a slur, I don't want to say it. Okay, how do he's pinching it. You pinch it together like that. That, yeah, there we go. Cool. Sorry, I feel like I need to be better. Trying to get used to this whole streaming thing. I'm still not used to looking at the chat, but yeah. Cool. I always felt like he was inspired by the 11th Doctor because I feel like I think I heard you say that on the stream too before. He's got that little shark tooth going too. Put that on the end of his string. There we go. Yeah, I love bow ties. I have a nice little collection on it. Today I wore my bow tie to work, and it's pretty cool. I feel like not a lot of people wear them, and I talk to people, and they're like, "Oh, like bow ties are kind of like they talk about they're dorky or not in fashion, but like I feel like every single time I wear my bow tie to work or out and about, I always get a compliment. It's like it's rare that somebody will breach kind of this weird social contract to not bother you to give you a compliment on your appearance. Like it's rare. Like obviously, everybody you look around, there's a lot of good-looking people out there. You don't just walk up to people and say how good they look. There's something has to make them go that extra mile to say, look, I'm gonna risk embarrassing myself to say this person looks good. And wearing a bow tie makes people do that. So, if you wanna feel good about how you look, wear a bow tie. People will tell you how good you look. And if you like manic pixie dream girls or femboys, then then that's just a bonus because they'll just flock to you. Nobody talk about my obsession with femboys and manic pixie dream girls outside of the Discord, please. Ah. I didn't see if anybody said that femboy was a slur. Okay, yeah. It seems like I'm all clear to say femboy. That's good. I feel like I heard somebody say that like femboy was as much of a slur as Fuda is. I'm like, Fuda's a slur now? Like, I don't want to offend anybody, really, because I know the people who are like trans or whatever, it's not an easy thing to deal with, and it sucks when people make fun of you on top of the gender dysphoria stuff, but like I'm trying here. I feel like everybody refers to femboys, it's like an affectionate term. I mean, it doesn't mean it's affectionate if it hurts someone's feeling, but that's the context that I hear it in. I care too much sometimes, maybe. Just have fun. I really like this character too. I really like playing around with the ears. And again, a simple character that you can easily pose is a lot of fun to work with because I can just worry. I can like Fez has a couple of unique elements that you can fit like 2 or 3 of those things in, you can instantly recognize the character. So if I like, for instance, if I can't quite get a good pose for the tail in the frame, as long as I have the Fez and that little hair flip he's got and these little tufts on his face, I've sold the character. I make his fingers a little chubbier now that I have the outline. So yeah, I was talking to this one guy the other day about bow ties, normal. I want to talk more about bow ties too. I was talking to my sister about it because my sister's very into fashion. She's like, yeah, well, wearing bow ties are nice, but like you can't wear them all the time. Like, yeah, so you got to treat your bow tie like it's your best friend. He's like a really, really good wingman, like somebody you go out to the bar with, and like every single time he's there, you like, he backs you up. But the problem is if you like presume upon him, you have to be able to go to the bar and pick up chicks without having to depend on your wingman friend, because eventually he's going to resent you, and he's going to work against you. So you can't presume on him to help you out every time. That's the downfall. It's so useful the first couple times you use it, but if you come to work every day wearing a bow tie, people are gonna be like, "Oh, look at that guy. Who's he? Does he have, what the heck is he trying to prove by wearing a bow tie every single day?" Right? So you have to be careful and treat it like a very good friend. You wouldn't want to presume upon your friendship. If somebody does like really nice stuff for you all the time, at a certain point you just have to like be grateful and like, let them chill. Because if you keep on, if all you ever do when you call them is ask for help, they're eventually just not pick up that phone. Care for your bow ties. Get them dry cleaned. Give them a nice night on the town sometime. I feel like the more people I tell about this bow tie crap, though, they're gonna ruin my game. They're gonna ruin I mean, I guess I have all the Manic Pixie Dream Girls that I need right now. So I'm willing to share with the world my secret. But man. I don't want everybody to ruin it for me. So then it's going to be everybody bow ties. Bow ties till Tuesday. And I'm like, where the heck? No compliments on my appearance. I'm going to have to wear something even like more femboy looking for people to notice me, you know? I don't want to have to go around and, I don't know, an ascot, you know? I'm going to bring, okay. I have to actually start building. Exactly, Retro. Think you're better than me? It's a problem. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna leak this uh, bow tie secret, and then everybody's gonna wear bow ties. So I have to get my ascot collection going now. All right, everybody. And right now you're gonna be like, yeah, "That's just a joke. He's joking, right?" But then in like 2023, everybody's gonna be wearing bow ties, and be like, "Where are all my Manic Pixies and femboys?" Like, whoa, they're hanging out with that guy who has the ascot collection. So yeah. All right. I feel like I'm looking at this and I messed something up, and I definitely think I can tell what it is. It's his arm here. It doesn't quite match up with where his wrist is supposed to be. If I color each and every one of them, I'm not going to get through it, but it's already 11:13. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Now, I have a friend who I should probably ask if it's okay to say that word. All right. I want to make this little puffy part puffier. Da-da-da. Alright, I'll give this one a little bit of color. Oh, I forgot to draw his little... Alright, what's that? Now color. Color time. Start with red. Go to the fez. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, yeah. Keep on, keeping on. It's annoying, again, to have to do this all in one stroke. So I hate having to go over it, and then you're darkening the coloring in. You can see where I've stopped and started again. Do it all in one stroke, and it to be nice and perfect, pretty much. I need to color that into. There we go. And then I can Go back over the string part and these buttons. That's supposed to be part of the bow tie. Right here. There we go. And then his shorts are pretty much the same color, and I need to put his tail in. I didn't put his tail in at all. I can just work that up real quick. And there we go. Yeah, his tail and his fur color and his shorts are very similar. So I'm gonna make his shirt I'm gonna color in his shorts a little bit darker than his fur. You can tell the difference better. Probably could have taken the saturation down on this part. Well, there's an easy fix to that. And I'll do that easy fix later. All right, and there, easy fix. Cover that in. All right. And I'm going to send this off to Fez. Okay. I've only been able to do 4 OCs and it's 11:20. Who else is here? Yeah, light orange. If you want, I can try to take the opacity down on this. That makes the whole thing look like pastel. I think this looks a lot better though. Here, I'll send this version too. There. I like that second one. It's up to you. All right. Yeah, anyways, my pleasure, Fez. I mean, this is a really cool character to draw. All right. Anyone else? We got 4 people. Silent Sparrow, you're still here. All right. Where is your OC? Silent Sparrow. It's a Cyclops Jenny. Her name is Cindy. All right. Oh, gosh, I have this huge zit on my nose from wearing a mask today at work. It's insane. All right. It's a little baby Jenny looking character. I am running out of dynamic looking poses to draw. All right. Yeah, I know. People are leaving right as soon as I'm done with their character, which is fine. I mean, like, that's part of that's the only reason why people were here is to see me draw their character. But yeah, it's also partially because I'm not very good at responding to the chat. I'm trying to build up like my. I want to be more entertaining, like on stream. It's hard to do that. It's hard to focus on what you're doing and look at the chat and find something funny to talk about. So I hope that the more and more I do this, the funnier I'll get. Maybe if I shift focus as to what I'm drawing and to get more user interaction by like, yeah. Her arms are stretchy if that helps me pose. I am going to see how I can incorporate that. Where was this? References. Boom. Window. Reference. Okay. Cindy. Is she supposed to be like pink? Or is that like a magenta? Yeah, that's a good point. It's hard to carry a stream all by yourself. Um, yeah, I don't know how I would work that because I don't know the logistics of that, but I'll have to try it because I mean it's hard. It's monologue is kind of dumb. I don't know how that works. I don't know how I'd get somebody to watch my stream. Like as if my co-stream person, I don't think they'd be able to actually view the stream in real time. So there would be lag between what I'm doing and what my co-streamer is seeing, just like everybody else. I mean, there's got to be a way to change that, unless, yeah, I don't know. Like if I was screen sharing with my co-streamer over Discord, but then I'd be like, I don't know if I'd have the bandwidth for that. All right, so Cindy. Well, honestly, there's not that much of a delay anyway. I'm looking. That's a Streamlabs. Duh. All right, Cindy. She has a stretchy arms. Trying to think of a cool pose that would require like stretchy arms. Something like this, where she's like, we'll have to do. This is good. I like this. Oh, hey, everybody shuffling back in. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a way to co-stream with people because I don't know. Although I'd have to find somebody who's a good host, like somebody who's a good co-pilot and not necessarily somebody who's want to hijack the stream. Is well, actually, we can play off each other. So I'll have to figure that out. But that sounds like a lot of fun. I would have a lot of fun co-streaming with one of you guys too, depending on how well we work together. Whoop. Come on. And boom. And I should easily be able to add in color. Let me see. I'll go back to where. What color was that? Come on, balance barrel. Pinkish red. Pinkish red. Pinkish red is the color that he said. All right. Gee, it makes me think of Red versus Blue, where there's that donut character. Oh my gosh. I don't go. If you guys ever watch Red versus Blue, the character Donut, he's like this dorky character who comes on base and they start janking his chain and they give him the pink armor. He's like, it's not pink armor, it's light red. It's pink. And then gradually over the course of this show, he just turns more and more gay. And he's like, oh, I'm starting to actually kind of like this pink armor. Like, I thought you said it was light red. Oh, yeah, I mean... and he says all like, I don't know. Man, I need to rewatch that show. It was great back in the day. Love me some Red versus Blue. Anybody still watch that show? They're still making new episodes of it. Alright, and that. Come on. No! There we go. And there you are, Silent Sparrow. Yeah, I want a little bit more pink than you have it. I can fix it real quick. Make it a little bit darker. There we go. Multiply. That's even better. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to send you this version as well. All right. Alright, I'll see if I can try and pull somebody onto the stream. Who wants to come onto the stream? Send me a DM on Discord if you want to come on the stream. I'll try to have one of you guys on. Actually, I don't know how to add somebody onto the stream. If I have somebody come onto the stream, I'll have to mute all my servers to have one person on. I don't know if I could do that. All right. Can you hear me? Hey, it's Atomic. Can everybody in the chat hear Atomic? I'll wait for chat to respond. Doing well. I don't think I've ever talked to you in person like this, or like a fake or voice call. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I kept on getting a lot of people asking me to draw their OCs, and it's like, well, I feel like I'm not fully participating in the community because I'm not doing people's OCs. So if I want to participate more, I knew I was going to have to draw people's more OCs at some point, but I didn't have enough time to just sit down and draw somebody. So I figured if I did it as a stream, then that would work towards like my own content creation. Yeah, so it seems to be going over well, but nobody can hear you. Discord seems to be going off. Would you like to check it? So they can't hear. Check my audio sources. No, I'm trying. It's in my sources. So I was trying to I thought that if I did window capture on Discord, that they should be able to hear you fine. If I maybe audio capture standard audio input. display? If I did now, let me try display capture. Boom. Boom. I feel like, what's up with the desktop audio? Because I thought that if you had a desktop audio one, it would just capture that. I'm using Streamlabs. Oh, so that's OBS Streamlabs. Enable an option to record PC sound. You can't hear me? Oh, okay. Services, Streamlabs, file, edit. Where's preferences? You'd think there'd be... Enable an option. It's not in preferences. Services preferences? Thank you. Want to do... Okay. Desktop audio. Properties. I remember before, and I thought that if you just did display capture, it would capture the audio from all the crap on, like, it would record your PC sound. So in OBS, I think you need to do plants. Draw symmetry. I don't think I have a rep for symmetry. If you DM it to me on Discord, I'll be able to see it. Gosh, a lot more people are active. I'm trying to get this stupid co-streaming thing to work. So yeah, this is why I didn't want to. Can anybody hear Atomic in the chat? Nah. So, wait. Hold on. I think I may have found it. It says desktop audio one device disabled. Dang it. Advanced. I think it's something with thinking Catalina and I want people to record crap. Okay. Output. Wait, so you can actually hear... Okay, now I don't even have... Audio, desktop, says disabled. Stereo, sample bitrate. Why is the desktop audio device disabled? I don't know why. General. Stream. Output. Audio, video. audio. I just looked at all those things. Video, hotkeys. Maybe to go to output, then audio. Can't change any of this stuff while I'm streaming. Video, hotkeys. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Alright, see, maybe I'll have to figure out this some other time. I'll do like a sample stream or something. Nah, it would have been a lot of fun. No. No, I can hear you like fine. Yeah. Mixer. Advanced audio settings. Yeah, I remember that if you... I remember it used to be easier than this. Sources. Plus. Image. Audio output capture. Is that not what I... Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Can anybody hear him now? Because if not, then I'm gonna have to go ahead. I'm just gonna have to... I might have to boot Atomic out of the stream. Say something! Atomic, you're not saying anything right now, so even if they could hear you, they wouldn't be able to hear you. Unless you were saying something and I can't hear you. There you go. Want to get this to... kind of want to get this to work. And then I'm going to want the stream. Nope, nobody can hear him now because I had my audio output device. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Anyways, thanks for coming on, Atomic. We'll do this another time. Bye. Alright, yay. Okay, I'm going to be able to do one more person's OC before I have to call it a night because it's almost midnight. Yeah, I'll have to get this to work sometime later. I don't know why. I definitely think it has something to do with OS X, Catalina. There's like all these different like security preferences you have to like unblock to let like but you would be surprised at how many different programs are that try to record your screen. Application services, microphone, yeah, Streamlabs. Input monitoring. Full disk, automation, advertising, analytics. Yeah, anything that OBS has asked for, I am letting my computer use. The screen recording, Streamlabs OS. Wait a second, let me try something else. Okay. Because once I get it to work, people will be able to hear all my Discord notifications. I should have at least Googled my question first. Yeah, I'll do Atomics next, because he was nice enough to bear with me while I had him on. So I'm going to do Atomics next. Alright. Well, I'm going to do Atomics next, and then I'm basically the stream's going to go offline. I'm just going to try to get this stupid darn thing to work. Alright. Reference window open. Atomic. Atomic, you have a really nice, easy to draw, simple looking, appealing OC. So hopefully I can make something really cool out of it. He looks kind of like if Brad was a robot. Alright. But anyways, back to drawing. Me and Atomic were starting to have a pretty nice conversation about all this stuff, and then nobody could hear. Get a feel for him. One, two, box. Alright. This is kind of a warm-up. This is a pretty basic drawing. I'm not going to finish this. Just kind of familiarize myself with the character a little bit before I get going. It reminds me kind of, with the level of detail and simplicity, it kind of reminds me of XJ Zeros. Alright, what do we want Atomic to be doing? This is a pretty classic pose. I'll just do a pretty classic pose I like to do. That's nice and dynamic. I could do this just pose of action pose. Hobo bunny bot. So yeah. I did want to do streametry at some point. And since I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's tonight, I'm probably going to do another OC drawing stream, and I'll just do everybody who I missed. Five viewers. So yeah. So I'm gonna try to get that voice chat to work. And if I can't, then I'm just gonna call it a night. If I can get it to work, I'll probably try to have Atomic back on, or whoever, if he logs off. Whoever else is willing to come on, I'll try to add them on, and then we can do one more after that. But that's only if I can get the co-stream to work, because this is gonna get boring fast. If you guys all have to hear about me talk about femboys and bow ties all night, I think it's gonna get a little awkward after some points, like Dodog. Like, I feel like a lot of you now know way more about me than you needed to know. These cool. I like this little. There's a lot of Mega Man. I feel like influence in a lot of these your guys' OCs where Mega Man has this like kind of like whoop, kind of set up with his arms. It's also kind of like Popeye because Popeye has this little thing going on with his hand like that. Speaking of Popeye and Mega Man together, because they're you have a Popeye and Mega Man kind of share that kind of arm design, and I don't know if they're directly influenced each other like that. But there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I only like Western art. Oh, I only like Japanese animation. And they are not really hip to the fact that a lot of times there's a lot of overlap between and inspiration between both cultures. There's and especially I've been noticing a lot in My Hero Academia. I love My Hero Academia. There's a lot of references specifically to Star Wars. Like in the first episode, like Izuku lives in the Tatooine region, right? Well, obviously, his reference to Tatooine. It's like, okay, well, maybe it's just a mistake. But then he has when he's on. So All Might's tasked him with clearing out the beach, and the beach that he's tasked him cleaning up is Dagobah Beach, and that's where Izuku receives his training on Dagobah, just like Luke Skywalker does. It's clear inspiration. This hair needs to come back further like that. Yeah, it's a clear inspiration from Star Wars. There's a lot of, and people like talk about Star Wars like it's low science fiction. It's kind of pop science fiction-y. But it's good. People don't have as much pride in American culture, like especially Americans. I feel like other cultures are more ready to talk about the merits of American culture than some Americans are. Not all, but some. Yeah. And this is, I mean, if this looks like it's good, it's kind of, I'm cheating because I have drawn this pose, like this exact pose a lot. Like, if you guys think this looks cool, then I'll just draw everybody's character in this pose. Yeah. I need to catch up on My Hero Academia, though. So, I mean, no spoilers in the chat. Man, Atomic, you're good at art. I love there's a lot of like people who are still learning in the fan base, art wise. Now, and a lot of this art is good that comes out of the fan base, but it's not like professional tier. But not everybody's is, but yours is. It looks really good. But and if not necessarily everybody's looking like professional though too, and I don't want to knock anybody, but a lot of these characters people are drawing are really appealing. Like that's not entirely common with people's OCs either. And I think it's because My Life as a Teenage Robot has a style that lends to like really appealing characters, and it's not a coincidence that a lot of people in this fan base have a lot of appealing looking characters. There's that. Look at me now. Look at me now, guys. I'm on fire. Next time I do a stream, like I had literally just got off work before I started the stream and got in the door and installed Streamlabs because I trying to get OBS to work and it wasn't working. So, like literally like hot off, like no preparation. So next time I do a stream, I want to do some I definitely want to do some warm-up drawings before I get started. That way, like, I can give everybody's OC, like, the full, proper treatment they deserve. All right, and then I'm ready to I'm going to put this more detail here. Its arm. And after this, I'll be ready to do the cleanup. Yeah, My Hero Academia is amazing. I love, and like a lot of people haven't made this connection. Oh well, I can't talk about it. It's spoilers, but spoiler alerts. Really good. The new season is insane. Lots of feels. I haven't finished the final season, but man, I'm like halfway through the most recent season. Not final. It's not final season. Still more to go. But yeah, I'm about halfway through it, and yeah, it's intense. All right. Bum ba bum 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 bum. All right. Fine lines. Let's look at the chat. What about movies? Oh gosh, movies. I know a lot of people hate this movie, but I love The War of the Worlds. The one with Tom Cruise. It's my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but it's up there. I just love it. I love War of the Worlds in general, but that movie is really good. I think a lot of people say that like it had third act problems. I don't. I mean, it slows down quite a bit, and it kind of changes tone. So if you're not into that, I can see why you would. Like, oh yeah, the third half of the movie, the third part of the movie just really sucked. It slowed down. There's no action, and it just seemed to because it shifts from a like disaster epic to a survival horror kind of thing. And if you're not prepared for that shift, it is quite jarring. But honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about the film, and honestly, even the book. Um, I think that Spielberg, being Spielberg, he could have done more to prepare the audience for the shift in tone. But overall, I still think it was a great film. Boom. I love the sound those tripods make. So chilling. I love the part when they're trying to board the ferry. And oh, I haven't seen the My Hero Academia movie. Anyway, I've I haven't seen the My Hero Academia. There more than one My Hero Academia movie? I only knew of the one. Oh, looking at where I put my hips here, like his leg is going like this. So we're using the magic of digital art to move his leg in line where it's supposed to be with his hip. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There are two. There are two My Hero Academia movies. I don't. Oh gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know how to watch them. Are they like on Netflix or Hulu or Funimation or something like that? Cause I mean, I don't know where I could, if I'd have to buy them or something that I'd be not exactly made of money. I mean, buying a new Blu-ray every single time a new anime movie comes out. I don't know if he has this little palm detail that Jenny has. If he doesn't, let me know. I'll look on Funimation and see if they have it. I'll have to search My Hero Academia and see if it shows up in like movies or whatever. But yeah. Man, that show makes me cry. Well, I don't cry, but like I get really emotional when I watch that show. I don't know why. I do not know why I get emotional. Maybe it's like empathetic, like emotions, because like when I see Deku cry, it's like it's like when someone else's yawns makes you want to yawn. Maybe me seeing Deku cry makes me like get emotional. I don't know why it is, because I don't get emotional about anything. Like a lot of people cry when their children are born. I'm like, I didn't cry when my kids were born. I'm like, maybe got a little bit choked up for when my second daughter was born, but like when my first daughter was born, it was just kind of like, oh, this is really freaking disgusting. Really, that was the only thing on my mind. All right, cool. So he does have the hand detail. That's good to know. I really want to finish this guy. I really like him doing this guy. It's cool. Ah, it's fun. Can't draw. There we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Is anybody here? Oh, I have 4 viewers here. Yeah, I know. MHA does hurt you hard with the feels. Like, gosh. Especially the second part of the first episode. When he just runs out and tries to save his friend. It's like, everything is just coming together in that one moment. And it's the kind of hero that everybody wants to be. And it was really inspiring to watch. Even obviously it's all fiction, but it's still like makes you think like, wow, just imagine if like regular people had that kind of like heroic spirit, that they would like just like not without even having a chance in heck of saving somebody, that they just go out and try to do their best to save someone's life, like, or and you don't see that kind of heroism like outside of like these like, you know, big bold heroic acts. You don't see like this kind of attitude of like, I need to, like, putting other people ahead of yourself, like in that kind of way. Like, not is like, we know that with All Might, it's not just like, oh, like, I'm gonna save a person from burning wreck. Like, he is trying to set an example for people and be a symbol of peace to the world. And it's like, if everybody was like that, we need a symbol of peace. So it's very inspiring to watch that show and think about like how like it represents the best about people. One thing I also find out about it is that like All Might has like this like American get up. Like he's got like American flags and all that stuff, and he loves America, and he visited America. One of his best friends is American from that one movie. Like, I haven't seen the movie, maybe best friend turns out to be evil. I don't know, but it's just odd they chose America because I always feel America is like being portrayed as like meddling in other people's affairs and like being where they're not wanted and stuff like that, and yet like a foreign country has decided to use like American symbolism like in imagery to be that symbol of peace. It's like, well, I mean, it makes me as an American want to live up to that. Like, I want to honor that kind of like that attitude that he has about being a symbol of peace. Whereas, so yeah, All Might is a symbol of peace. Where I don't feel like America is not a symbol of peace. America is a symbol of like kind of like total power, which is in its own right. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like it's definitely not peace that comes to mind when I think of America. I don't want to get too political though, so I'll cut it off there. But I think that a lot of people know what I'm trying to say. All right. Let me get more this color set up. Then I'm gonna Google my problem because I feel like not a lot of people who have Mac computers stream, because like streaming is kind of a gaming thing, and like if you're playing games on a Mac, it's like, well, there's no real point to playing games on a Mac. There's not a lot of games that are available for Mac. I mean, the Mac's really more streamlined process for like, I feel like a lot of the stuff that I find useful about my Mac versus my PC is like workflow stuff. Not necessarily, it doesn't make it's nothing to make games easier. It just encourages me to work more because the tools are a lot better for that than on my PC. My PC is like, I have all these games too, where it's like, man, I could play a game right now, or I could draw. It's like, what am I gonna do? And ever since I've got my Mac, I've actually been drawing a lot more. So like, maybe it's just because like I said to myself, hey, I bought a pretty expensive computer here. I better not just play games on it. And I do play games on my computer from time to time, but like usually not. Usually I switch to play games. A lot of people do not like Mac. And I used to be hardcore against Mac too. But it was basically realizing that at a certain point, it's like, look, if you have a PC, it's probably not a Microsoft machine. It's probably like an HP or something. And as much as I love HP machines, they're good machines. But now I have to trust my data with Microsoft and HP. There's HP who's making the hardware, Microsoft is making the software. Now they both have access to that, and it's like, well, I'm not going to use Internet Explorer, so now I have to open up my data again to somebody else. And like, well, I mean, you can use Google Chrome, which is a great browser, but they spy on every single thing you do, or you can, use Firefox. Oh, okay, but it's still at that point you're going in between. You've got Microsoft in your business, you've got Firefox in your business, you've got, Microsoft, Firefox, HP, they're all in your business and looking at everything you want to do on your computer. And like, at a certain point, it's just like, well, if I have a Mac, I'm on Safari on a Macintosh computer that has Mac OS running on it. So right now, the only person who's really needs to know to basically anything I want to do is Apple. So all my information stays with Apple, and Apple's pretty darn good, like just as a company, about keeping people's info private. They have a pretty good track record about that, and I don't trust. And Microsoft's not a bad company. I have an Xbox, and I like that too, but they don't have the same kind of track record that Apple has when it comes to tracking your private data, and that's what that was the straw that broke the camel's back that made me want to switch over to using Mac. And obviously, they're both good machines. They're both good operating systems. But there's a lot of other things I find useful about Mac OS. But that's the main thing, is the privacy. That's what really made me make the move to Mac. Not everybody can afford to do it. Well, not everybody has the money to, but I don't think anybody can afford not to do it. Because, I mean, yeah, an iPad or a MacBook Air is like, how is it? How much is it for MacBook Air again? It's like $1,000. Like, you just set a little bit of money aside. And like, okay, you start out with an Asus, and you just, like, every year you put aside like $100, or maybe 1 year you just use your tax refund and buy a computer, buy a new computer. And putting down $1,000 for a Macintosh computer, for the privacy you're gonna get, is you're gonna make a lot of money on that. Alternatively, you can go ahead and like build your own OS or get a Linux kernel or something, and then obviously that's going to be your primo privacy, because at that point it's basically only you knows how you know exactly everything that's on the computer, and you know that you're not being spied on by anybody because you're the one who made the OS. So pretty much. So you get a good Linux distro going, but again, that takes so much technical knowledge that not a lot of people have. And I would say, I mean, I'm not dumb with computers. But I do not have the necessary know-how to make a really good, to get my Linux distro going and have the same power and usability that I get with my Mac. All right. Atomic's looking pretty good now. I think I'm going to send that off. Atomic. Mega Man pose when? That was a good point. I totally didn't think about that. Gosh dang. I was thinking I should take my glasses off. I don't need them to look at my computer. It's 2 inches away from me. But I hate when my glasses form like a little divot in my nose, and then that divot turns into a zit. It happens a lot now that I have to wear a mask at work. I'm glad I only work on the weekends. And my last day's tomorrow because I quit because I wasn't making enough money. I wasn't making enough money to get sick when my boss was letting people come in like 3 days after they had a fever. I'm like, you're serious? What's this? How do you comment? They did. I said I love how they used the sound effect in the 2005 version. I was talking about the War of the Worlds earlier. So the original 2005, the 1953 War of the Worlds movie has this cool little noise that the little alien eye, the camera makes, and they reused that sound effect in the 2005 movie. And I said they reused it, and this guy's like, "No, they didn't." Like, okay, that's all he said was they didn't. Like, they did. I'll show you the part. Okay, I hate when people are like that. I like it if you want to be ignorant, at least give me a reason. Like, no, they didn't. I watched that part of the movie and like I didn't hear it. Okay, at that point I can kind of like sympathize with you. Maybe I should go back and listen. You can't just say nope to somebody's like theory. Like somebody did the same. Again, I don't want to go into My Hero Academia spoilers, but I had a pretty interesting observation to make about the new seasons of My Hero Academia. Like, no, that's not what it is. I'm like, it's clear. I can't. Yeah, I can't talk about it anymore because then it's just gonna be too on the nose, obvious. All right, now I'm gonna Google. So basically, I'm gonna be done now unless I can get a co-streamer on. It's 12:18. I'm gonna Google and try to see if I can find a solution to my problem. If I can solve my problem, then I'll try to have somebody on and keep the stream going. But now that I'm not drawing, I can keep a better eye on the chat. So if anybody has any questions about My Life as a Teenage Robot Reanimated, I'll try to answer them. Alrighty then. capturing gain. Stream, voice chat. Event coming through my headset. Are you using audio capture sources? If so, add another audio capture source of your desktop. Is it an audio? Okay. So go to audio capture. So this is audio output capture that I had on. That's not what I want. Right? I want an audio input capture? No, I don't think that. I think it is audio output capture that I want. Okay, audio input capture. Try that. Device. Yeah, this is the microphones. I definitely think it would be audio output capture. Streamlabs OBS tutorial audio input capture. Fix no audio in Streamlabs. Recording audio. 3 minutes, 2020. You guys can't hear that, can you? Nah, this is freaking... Echo. Wait, did you hear me watching that YouTube video? Did you hear the video I was watching earlier? You did? Okay. Wait, nah. Okay. Somebody said yeah, the other person said nah, so I'm like, what am I supposed to think? You heard my voice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play music through my speakers. I'm gonna play music, and tell me when you guys can hear the music. I don't know what I'm gonna listen to though. Okay, let me know when you guys can hear the music. It's called what? Desktop audio capture? Yeah. Of course, you probably heard it a little because it was bouncing off my mic. So I'm doing like a stinking. I have a freaking earbuds. I have earbuds in. I have to get a proper mic set up. I had a pretty nice mic. It was a $30 USB mic, but the sound quality is really good. But it only works with PC for some reason. I don't know why my USB. I mean, it's a plug and play USB mic. You'd think it'd work with Mac, but it only works with PCs. I'm like, are you kidding me? I have to shell out like $100 for a Blue Yeti. I mean, like, I'm not ready to do that. I mean, I just quit my job. I'm like, I didn't quit my job because I'm gonna quit my job to become a Twitch streamer. Like, that's kind of cringe. I quit my job to spend time with my family and focus on, like, you know, my career and just like trying to do the art stuff and try to just build a portfolio and apply for jobs. And if I don't make it within like a couple years, if I don't even have like 100 subscribers on YouTube, then there's no point in even doing this. But I'm already getting bites for work, and I haven't fully quit my job yet, so it's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I wish I had a friend that would let me borrow their mic. I mean, I could think of, I live in a college town, and so a lot of times I'll meet people, and then they're a college kid, and they'll go away, and I'm like, I'm pretty old. I'm almost 30, but I look really young, so people just think of me as like a college aged person. Yeah, thanks, Tomic. I really appreciate that. I get that, like, a lot of people like want to use the My Life Has Changed Robot fan base to push their own content, and I don't. I mean, like, yeah, I do like to promote my own content on there, and like, that's how I got the stream going. But you have to give back. You have to like interact and make something the community is really gonna want. Because like originally, I just wanted people to read my comic, but I'm like, people aren't interested in my comic because that's my project. That's my passion project. That's something they're interested in. I want people to, I need to. It goes both ways. So yeah, I love the fan base. I think I've said this before. The fan base is like a family, kind of. Desktop audio not working. How to? When I try to stream, my desktop audio does not come through. Reduce Streamlabs settings. Okay, settings. Boom. Audio. Boom. Set all of your audio devices to default. It won't let me do that. Man, it's called an audio output capture device too. Says there's no device available. I'm thinking I would have to probably quit out of OBS and open it back up and see if that would help work it. Actually, my real name isn't Mick, but my YouTube name is Mick. It's pronounced Mick, M-I-C-K. All right. It'd be cool to have you on again. I want to get that going. Yeah, my brother's name is Michael. So Mick is a bit closer. I feel like people, they knew my brother's name was Michael, they'd be like, oh, you're trying to copy your brother. Mick Angels is supposed to be a kind of a reductionist of, it's just a reduction of Michelangelo. It's Mick Angel. His name is technically, well, the turtle is Michelangelo. Michelangelo is the artist. If you want to be I paid $30,000 to learn that fact, so I am going to rub it in everybody's faces. McDonald's. No. When I try to stream, my desktop audio does not come through the slobs. Advanced audio settings. Audio output capture. Audio monitoring. Monitor and output. Can you hear the music now? I don't know. I'll ask Jack. I don't know. I don't want to bother him right now, though. No sound coming through. Changing this audio to my headset. It just isn't showing up. So basically, when I go to my audio output devices, it should show my sound card, but my sound card's not on there. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this. If I quit Streamlabs, it's going to end the stream. Vic just got it here. Vic, I'm probably going to have to leave because my stupid audio capture's not working. Properties? Device? Yeah, it's not showing up. So it says try deleting all of your audios. So remove your that. So okay. Yeah, it is. It is. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I would appreciate you guys staying on, but I'm gonna have to quit out Streamlabs and open it back up again and see if that helps fix it. Be right back.